Greetings, this is Earth Faith with the Pro-Life California post-election report. Of course, there's a lot going on with the elections. A lot of people want to know, what happened with the pro-life movement during the elections. The elections were supposed to be kind of a referendum on the overturning of Roe v. Wade in the Dobbs decision. And the elections were a chance for the American people to let the politicians know, where they stand on that decision, where Roe v. Wade, which gave people a right to an abortion, where that decision was overturned. Now, before I get into all of this, because a lot of you already know some of the events of the elections, I want to introduce my music promoter, because basically I'm a musician that happens to be pro-life. I'm not a pro-life advocate who happens to be a musician. First and foremost, I am a musician, and I'm happy to introduce my promoter, Emily, and her picture is on the screen there, and I have her WhatsApp number. Now, Emily is a music promoter, so she also happens to be pro-life. She likes the Earth Faith music, and I have listed her WhatsApp number only for other musical artists. Don't be calling Emily about pro-life or about, I don't know, ask her, how's the weather? No, she's not dating. She's not on the dating scene. Nothing like that. Call Emily if you are a musical artist and you want some promotions on YouTube or Spotify. She'll put you into her circles, her playlist, her Twitter page, her Facebook page, whatever she might use, I don't know. I know she uses WhatsApp. That's about it. And her number is there. So feel free to call Emily about pro-life, about musical promotions. I'm going to leave her face on the screen there throughout this broadcast so you can definitely get hold of Emily. Now let's dig right into the post-election report for Pro-Life California. Everybody knows the big event was Hershel Walker getting busted, for having had one or two abortions in the past. Now, he himself did not. He's a man. He did not have an abortion. He helped women that he was with. They got pregnant, and he helped pay for them to get abortions. Now, here's the thing. Is Hershel Walker, wants to be pro-life. A lot of Americans, kind of want to be pro-life. They have not, lived pro-life. Why is that? Because Roe v. Wade told the people that, it's okay to kill your own children. Where do these ideas come from? Well, I'll tell you, as far as historically speaking, these laws where you can have an abortion come from China and Russia. We are currently in conflict with those countries, not directly, because that would be devastating, but certainly there's the war in Ukraine. We are on the side of Ukraine against Russia. And then there's the protest movement that erupted just yesterday in China. This is gonna be a regime change in China. Just like Pro-Life California, you'll see in China, there will be no more communism in China. It is the Communist Party of China that had things like one-child movement. If you got pregnant with a second child, you had to abort that baby in China with the communist government. They want to control exactly how many children you have. Now, these ideas came to America after the Vietnam War in 1973. Roe v. Wade became the law of the land. And basically they would encourage people to have, who would they encourage to have an abortion? Well, ask Hershel Walker. It would be mostly minority babies. The history of abortion in America, of Planned Parenthood, is that minorities were targeted, minority babies were targeted. Now, it so happens that a lot of money is funded through this. A lot of people, mothers might be getting paid if they get an abortion. There might be financial incentives to abortion, that there may be no other female services. You know, they don't just do abortions at Planned Parenthood. They might do your medical cervical exam, gynecological exam, your annual checkup if you're a woman. Now, they get you into the system and then they hit you with an abortion. Now, especially if you're a minority woman, the entanglements with Planned Parenthood are just too many. The idea that we do need to abort minority babies is not an American idea. It came from these foreign countries that were actively fighting and trying to defeat the United States. I will tell you something. Even the Chinese people are fed up with this one-child policy, with COVID restrictions. If you have COVID in China, you are dead. There is a zero tolerance policy in China for COVID virus. No tolerance for COVID. So, in summary, we were disappointed that Hershel Walker kind of got busted for having had an abortion during the era of Roe v. Wade. But let us remember that it was minority children that were targeted during the entire period, and this was an attempt by China, who was at war with the United States since the Korean War. It was their effort to destroy the United States by killing off our children. Earth Faith here, signing off for Pro-Life California. Thank you.